How's it going today, guys? I am here with a 2011 Saab 94X Aero. The 94X, for those of you who are unaware, is one of the most rare and special Saabs out there. It's even less common than my Turbo X. All in all, there were under 500 of these made. Under 500, and this being an Aero, of course, makes it even more special. So 94X shares the same platform from General Motors as the Cadillac SRX. As you can see, if you look at it from the side here, you have a lot, it's essentially the same size. You have a lot of body lines, not body lines that are similar, but it's on the same chassis, is just what I'm trying to say. And as you can see, we put the seats down here and everything, and you can see just how practical this car is if you were to need to transport a lot of stuff. I mean, it is a very nice, big, and practical car. Of course, you also have some extra storage underneath here with a nice little luggage bar rack thing that you can put around on this silver track here to slide around, and a nice little cover. Now with the Aero, you do get lots of little extra bits over the base 94X. My favorite is probably the wheels. These are 20-inch wheels. I mean, they're kind of turbine style wheels that you could also get on the new generation 9.5. I absolutely love these wheels. They're extremely beautiful. Of course, you also have a dual exhaust out the back, very nice as well. Go ahead and close the tailgate, power tailgate here, very nice. See, 94X Aero. It does have a V6 turbocharged motor too. So as I said, V6 turbocharged motor producing around 300 horsepower, I believe. So it isn't necessarily a slow car. I mean, a lot of crossovers are very slow, but it also has the same cross-wheel drive system as my Turbo X. So that's pretty cool. It's got the same exact drivetrain, so you know it's not going to be a slouch, that's for sure, off the line. So this car was produced for the 2011 model year, and as you can see, by today's standards, it isn't really all that outdated 7 years later. You do have a very nice infotainment screen right here. You've also got a very nice gauge cluster with a nice screen in the middle. Now, the speedometer that they have in the middle is very much like an airplane. I think it's the elevation where you go 10 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, it just moves up. It's very cool. So unfortunately for this video, we're not going to be doing a driving review. Maybe a driving review of another 94X will come while I'm here at SOC, but I'm not sure. But for now, we're just going to start it up and get a good look at all the gauges lighting up. As you can see, here's the key. You got a nice Saab, if it'll focus. That's Saab right there. And the other side of the key, it is push to start. So foot on the brake. Of course, they put it down here too. You got the Aero all-wheel drive that pops up. Saab, sound by Bose. Very nice. I do like this. So there's the speedometer that I was talking about right there, is how as you go faster, it'll move up, similar to how airplanes do. And of course, you have your turbo gauge, tachometer. I mean, just everything else is your standard boilerplate dashboard, really. And of course, you have your night panel button here, which I think this is funny. I think where they put the night panel button is funny, because I'm guessing on the SRX, this is where the engine start-stop button is. And because Saab always puts their keys down here, they said, we're gonna put the engine start-stop button down here. So they're like, well, what should we put here? Let's put the night panel button here. Of course, night panel, you hit that, everything goes dim essentially, except for the tachometer. So on the short drive over here, I did notice that it is a very nice, it's just a comfortable car to be in, and I really enjoyed that. You know, it's rides very nice, the suspension is great. Even with these 20-inch wheels, it still rides very well. So another neat little feature that you have on the screen in the middle, outside of the cool tachometer, is if you hit the menu button right here and then turn this dial on the end, you have a bunch of different, you know, you get your tire pressures, your oil life, battery voltage, just a bunch of really cool settings and stuff that you can mess with. Also got some nice paddle shifters right here. Very, very nice steering wheel. I love the 94X steering wheel on here. 6-speed automatic, of course. I'll give you guys a look at the seats as well. The seats are very comfortable. I do like them. They're not very sporty, but again, this is a crossover, and although it's the Aero trim level, it's not a very sporty seat. Not that I would expect it to be. Then around back, one of the coolest things, I think, is the nice little infotainment screen right here that you can use for your kids or grandkids, or I don't know, maybe your 30-year-old who wants to watch freaking SpongeBob on the TV. If you want to do that, then go ahead. So this car is finished in triple black, and I must say that I think that my favorite color in the 94X is still the silver, but this is a very, very close second. It's a very deep and rich color. I really like how it looks, especially in the sun. I'll come around to the front here. You'll also notice some very unique styling traits of the 94X. There's a lot of blue tint. There's a lot of blue tint on certain lighting pieces, such as the turn indicator right here, or the headlights right here. They have a blue tint to them, which is very, I don't know, it's unique. I'm not sure if I really liked when Saab did that. You guys can of course comment your thoughts on them down below. So the lights on this car look very similar to the new generation 9.5, how they have this kind of line, this LED strip that go underneath the headlights, as opposed to the eyebrow that goes above the headlight on the new generation 9.3. Of course you have that blue tint as well, and then your fog lights too. It's a very modern looking car. Even 7 years from when it was produced, it still looks very nice. If you come around back, you of course have your LED little strip that goes across the back, which I really like. I've always thought that was a great design. And then your dual exhaust, very quiet at idle, as you'll note. So yeah guys, here it is, a 2011 Saab 94X Aero. This is such a special and unique car, and I want to thank the owner so much for allowing me to give it a nice little overview here. I mean, I'm so just blown away. I absolutely love this car. I've always admired one of these. I've never seen one that's not been at SOC. The first time I saw one was last year in California, SOC 2017, and of course I've seen a few already in the short time I've been here at SOC 2018. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video and you like the 94X, give it a big thumbs up. I'll see y'all next time.
Check your body.